Welcome back. Today's pose, we are going to focus on a pose called bridge pose, set to Bandhasana. But we're going to make it more accessible to everyone by making a supported bridge pose. And for the support, you will need a blanket would be great, so grab a blanket. And also, if you have one or two blocks, that would be ideal. Two blocks would be great, one block will do. Initially, what you're going to do is create a small structure. So, putting your blocks together, and this is going to depend on you, so it's your choice on how high you want the blocks to be. You can have them to be on the tallest side, or you can have them just flat. Really depends on how much stretch you would like in your front body, your spine, how open the shoulders and chests are. So you may want to start with the lower block and then eventually work your way up. And you'll know eventually how high you want to go. And then what I like to do is put the blanket on top of the blocks this way, so it gives a nice support and it's not too edgy as you get into the pose. And as you're ready, you want to lie down first on your back with your feet flat and knees up. So bending the knees, feet are flat on the floor. And then gently press down through the bottom of your feet. Lift your hips up and then slide your structure under your hips. And really you want the structure to be directly under the hips. You don't want it to be on your kidneys or too low. So make sure that you're nice and comfortable with the structure directly under the sacrum. As you get to this pose, lift your chest up a little bit and allow your shoulder blades to fall down as if you're providing a pillow for your lungs with your shoulder, with the top of the shoulder blades in the back of your arm. So lift the chest up a little bit and roll one shoulder blade under and then roll the other shoulder blade under. And that gives a nice little cushion for your back under your back. And then as you come here, have your palms open to the sky. And be mindful that your head is facing up to the sky. So you don't really want to turn your head in this pose. So your chin and nose are facing the ceiling. And gently begin to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just like we do each time before you change anything, just begin to notice, observe any feelings, any sensations in your body, any thoughts. And at this point, if you realize that the block is too low or too high, feel free to change it before we get too comfortable. And just begin to come into stillness. This pose is really relaxing and allows you to relieve stress. And also it really helps you stretch out the psoas muscles in front of the hips, the hip flexors. If you like to, you can extend the legs long and really feel the front body stretch open. And if this is too much compression on your lower back, by all means go ahead and go back to previous pose, so your feet are flat on the floor, knees up to the sky. But if you like to get more of a stretch in the front of the thigh and the psoas muscles, go ahead and extend the legs straight. And you can even do this one leg at a time. So your right knee can be bent and the left leg straight. And then in a little while we can change sides. So really choose where you want to stay, which pose, with knees bent or knees straight, or one knee bent, the other straight. And then find your breath again. And as you find your breath, begin to deepen your exhalations by exhaling through the mouth. So inhale through the nostrils and exhale out through an open mouth. And let's do this a few more times so you really feel that your inhalations create a back bend and your exhalations allow you to melt down closer on the block and really let the body relax on the block. So inhaling through the nose and exhale out through an open mouth. One more time, deep inhalation through the nose and long exhalation through an open mouth. Now as you find yourself becoming more and more relaxed, see if you can put a count to your inhalations and exhalations. So perhaps you inhale for 4 counts. And make your exhalation 2 more counts longer. So exhale for 6 counts. Inhaling for 4 counts. And exhaling for 6 counts. A few more times, inhaling through the nose, 4 counts. And exhaling for 6 counts. Inhaling and exhaling. And really allow the back of your head to melt down towards the floor. And if you notice your chin jetting up to the sky, gently draw the chin back down so that you're not creating unnecessary tension in the neck and the shoulders. In fact, this pose is ideal for relieving the tension held in the neck and chest and provides a really beautiful stretch for the neck. Continue on with your breath. If you are just using single leg stretch, go ahead and bend the left knee and straighten the right. And if your legs are both straight and you want to go back to the bend knee version, feel free to do so at this time. Or if you find the straight leg version perfectly comfortable, feel free to stay there. We'll just stay here for a few more moments. And each time you change your pose, right away see if you can go back to your breath again, finding your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe you can go back to the count of 4 inhalations and 6 or 8 exhalations. Whatever works best for you today. Because we're using the blocks, this pose really becomes accessible to everyone. This bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana is a energizing, revitalizing pose that is really fantastic to do every day, and it's a nice, easy back bend. And especially using the blocks underneath helps you stay in the pose longer than if you didn't have any kind of support underneath you. So really just stay here for a few more moments, inhaling and exhaling. As you stay here, you may, and if your legs are straight, you may begin to feel a nice stretch on the straight leg, in the hip flexor, the rectus femoris, which is the thigh quadriceps muscle. One more inhalation, take a deep breath through the nose. And exhale out with an open. As you're ready, if your knees are not bent already, go ahead and bend both knees, putting your feet flat on the floor. And we're just going to stay here a little bit longer, but change our breathing pattern. So as you inhale for 4 counts, and then see if you like to pause your breath for 1 count, and then continue to exhale for 6 counts. So you're going to inhale through the nose and feel the breath open up the lungs, stretching the rib cage open, and pause there for a moment, feel the blossoming in your heart, and then exhale for 6 counts, allowing all the breath to flow back out through the nostrils. Inhaling through the nose. Now hold the breath for 1 count, and then exhale all the air out. And each time you pause with the breath, feel the chest open up even more. So inhale through the nose. Feel the breath expand the lungs and the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Pause and exhale all the air out. And 2 more times just like this with your own breath. So if you like to, you can experiment with 2 count pause. But really just start with 1 count pause and see how that feels. Inhaling. Pause. And exhaling. 2 more times, inhaling, pause, and exhaling. And last time, inhale, pause, and exhale. Beautiful, lovely job everyone. As you're ready, walk your feet in a little bit closer to your buttocks. Press firmly through the bottom of your feet. Gently begin to lift your hips off your structure and then press or move the structure away. And 1 vertebrae at a time, so really slowly take your time, bring your hips down all the way. So 1 vertebrae at a time, your hips are last to come down. Very nice. Now drop your knees together and allow your feet to be as wide as your mat. And just pause here for a moment before you sit up. Take a deep breath in. You can stay here for as long as you like to. Or as you're ready, roll over onto one side. And just stay there for a moment before you come up. And then anytime you're ready, with the strength in your top arm, push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Transition into your seat. And then close your eyes. Your palms can rest comfortably on top of your knees. Gently draw the chin to your chest. Allow the back of the neck to be elongated, the crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Take a deep breath through the nose. Exhale out all the air. Bringing your hands to the heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Enjoy Setu Bandhasana.